Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream with Mint Markets. Today we have Friday after the presidential election, and I did a longer break streaming due to personal and family issues, and I will be back trying to do live streams again more frequently. I will jump right into the analysis. Today I'm using forexfactory.com here. Today at 10 a.m. we have preliminated consumer sentiment in 1 minute. We are basically today, we had a huge day yesterday, so I'm not expecting too much today. Will be likely a hard day today for trading, and I'm not expecting huge moves or very favorable trading conditions, but we will see what we can carve out and if we can do any trades live in front of you today. So we have here the New York midnight opening price, here the 8:30 opening price, and this is the opening range gap here. And here we have our first presented fair value gap at 9:32. Buy side liquidity taken here. We are basically consolidating around the midpoint here. Here we touch the first presented fair value gap again. So far we have more or less seek and destroy mode here. Buy side, sell side, buy side again. So let's see what we can carve out today. Overall, on the higher time frame, we are bullish, and that's the higher time frame overall bias, but I'm not extremely bullish today. We made an all-time high in the Nasdaq, but we had huge movement already up, so we have to be a little bit careful, not be chasing price too much today. And if you're watching, feel free to text me anything in the chat. And we will, what I'm looking is, what I'm trying to do, or what I'm looking at is, I'm looking for this high being taken out for a potential short, or a low taken out for a potential long. However, at the moment we are basically in the middle of the range. First fair value gap here, didn't respect that one here, and this here is our first presented fair value gap, so I'm seeing if it respects that at some point. Buy side liquidity taken here, midnight price. And now we are dropping again from the first presented fair value gap at 932. And we have sell side here, and buy side here at 21,232. But again, looks like we are a little bit too late here to enter a trade. So trade into this first presented fair value gap. We would have to, I would have needed to enter right away here. Now we are already in sell side. I'm not going to enter here anymore. 20 handles here. Little short here. Missed it. Sell side is here. We can look at the midpoint of this gap here. So after taking sell side, I would be more inclined to look for a long. We also have a breaker here. Low, high, lower low, breaker here. We are around $1,100 up, $1,200 up since we started. Took out this low now. Market maker sell model here. Next point of liquidity here. Fair value gap here for a potential short entry. Not want to take a short here. Do not want to take a short here. As I said, I think it would be it's more likely that we get a long here after we take sell side. It's very hard to get an entry in these conditions. There is not real entry patterns at the moment that are worth taking. We have potential sell side liquidity here. Pretty hard conditions today. Not expecting much. Pretty hard to trade in my opinion. Let's see if it can hold ground here and try to attack sell side here, again relatively equal highs. Or if it wants to run deeper, attack the low one more time here and attack the sell side liquidity here for a market maker sell model. Which is possible as well. So two scenarios, not high probability in my opinion. We could hold ground here and go back to attack buy side, or we could attack sell side liquidity here. As of now, it looks like sell side is a little bit more likely here. So I think we will attack the liquidity here. This is the more likely option. Let's see. A value gap here. Trade it back into this volume imbalance, order block. Very choppy today. Very, very hard trading conditions in my opinion. At least for me. And again, market maker sell model here, sell side liquidity is as of now likely. Very choppy today, very, very choppy. Of course. So we are back here. All right. Back here again. Again, remember the sell side liquidity here. I think that's what we will be likely aiming for. In a high resistance liquidity run. We are grinding down slowly with a lot of back and forth, a lot of rebalancing here. Really unfavorable conditions to trade. Fair value gap here and goes higher again. I think it's really not ideal to trade today. Kind of regret it now that I started the stream actually, but I wanted to get back. I think I will kill it pretty soon, the stream, because it just makes no sense. It's for me almost impossible to find good trades here. I know that I will lose if I take a trade on here. I would have been stopped out here again, aiming for this. Now it's just running liquidity all the fucking time. So there's no real point of trading here in my opinion. However, we will see if we get something out of it. Back in the opening range gap here. Market structure shift here on the 1 minute chart. No real entry here. There is a fair value gap here. One could be using. And let me remind you also that all being said and shown here is my personal opinion. Do not take any action or risk on what I'm showing here. It's no trading or investment advice, and if you do so, you could lose real money. So please do not copy anything I'm saying or trading here. Trade it back into this fair value gap, and let's see if we can run higher here into the buy side again for a seek and destroy profile here. Now we're just back in the middle of the range here. High to low. Here is 50%. So we are basically in no man's land here. Since we've taken liquidity, I think it's more likely to take buy side again here. But it's again not a very high probability day today. So if we find support here with this fair value gap here, after this market structure shift, we could see a run higher here. Let's see what happens. Not really willing to risk a lot of money on this. However, let's take a trade here. So I'm aiming back for this first presented fair value gap, and my stop will be below here. And let's see, doesn't look very good at the moment. Let's see if the bodies respect this fair value gap here. And if it in fact wants to go higher, we will see. It's not a lot of risk, just for practice purpose. Do better not copy this trade. It's not high probability. We can see that it runs back down here again, touches this fair value gap from inversion. For inversion, we have another fair value gap here. This respects it as well, volume imbalance. So my stop is in danger here. We have also the low of this opening range gap. So let's see if this holds here or if it goes further down and hits my stop. At the moment, I don't like this reaction. It's not very, doesn't look very strong here. In fact, it looks weak, and there we go. Here is our loss. That's why I prefer to stay out today. I think if I would be trading today aggressively, I would likely blow my account in these conditions. So yeah, I think I will not stay very long here because it just makes no sense to me. Fair value gap here, so it went down into the last fair value gap here, and now it respected that one. So broke through my 1, 2, 3, 4 PD arrays, and now it's back in the range. Not interested in this shitty price action. Really not interested in that shitty price action. It's not fun to trade this shit. So today is probably a better day to take a day off. We are in no man's land right now. There is no clear target I'm having here. I have no real bias with relative equal lows here, so that there's liquidity below here, and there's liquidity below here. And it's hard to say which they want to attack first, because we're right in the middle. Short-term liquidity ran here. There's really nothing to talk about. It's really like no point of risking money here, to be honest. It's literally no point at all to risk money here. And we have another fair value gap here. We see that it This was respected so far. Here we had a breaker, fair value gap here as well. Let's see. We are basically in still around the 50% level. We might be going back to midpoint of this opening range gap. I prefer the buy side a little bit more, even though the sell side liquidity here is very tasty as well. Potential bullish order block here. Looks like we're going higher. First target the buy side here, and then maybe the buy side here. Looks like my stop was a little bit too aggressive here. Should have let the trade a little bit more room to breathe in these conditions. Next point of interest, the midpoint here, then the first presented fair value gap here, and finally buy side here. Just stopped me out and went into the last fair value gap coupled with this deeper breaker here. A little bit annoying, but what can you do? This would not happen under high probability market conditions. But after this day yesterday and the day before with the presidential election, no wonder that today on a Friday the market is shitty. Let's see if we can hold ground here and confirm this as a bullish order block and then go higher. That's what I would like to see. Rejection block here reached on the 15-minute time frame. I think we will stay in this range here from the high to the low. I think we will stay in this range here today. So we would have to work within the range we're getting if we work. we see the reaction of the midpoint here. Very hard to trade, at least for me. Still price follows the logic, but it comes down, stops you out several times before running to your target, retraces deeper, disrespects a lot of levels here. In the end, it still does what it does. And another run lower. 1, 2, 3. 3 drives pattern here. Took out the low here. Let's see if it runs higher again and can make another higher high. Trade it into this fair value gap. Again, we have sell side liquidity here, relatively equal lows here. We filled in this gap here and traded to the midpoint here, and then we had this reaction off here from the midpoint of the opening range gap. Still very predictable, but hard to trade. Let's see now if we can attack sell side liquidity here. So let's see what the reaction of this here, if we can make another run higher here. We took out liquidity here. Let's see. If we can find another run higher after taking out this low and trading once more into this fair value gap here. And another drop lower. Let's watch the reaction here in the fair value gap. And watch sell side liquidity here and here. If we break through and close below this fair value gap here, the chances are high. We have also 10 minutes left until we have the macro starting, full hour macro starting. Let me actually check what's the opening. Range is 9:30 here, 9:30 highest high to 10 a.m. is probably here anyways. Alright. So our opening range high and low is here, 9:33 and 9:30 anyways. And we closed in this fair value gap and another run higher. What a clean price action today. It's impressive. Really fun to trade. Be honest, guys, if you're watching this. Who of you would make money scalping this? Not me though. And another run lower after trading into this fair value gap. Isn't that beautiful here? Isn't that beautiful? What a shit show. Everybody who jumped in, everybody who jumped into the market today because he was excited after the move during the elections is blowing it, the account today. Let's see how much. 17 handles here to go lower. I would be interested in a short right now. attacking this sell side liquidity here more than anything else. So stop would need to be here, 28 handles, and buy side here 20. I'm wondering if I should try another short here. Probably runs. Without me, however. My trading idea is this one, entering a short here, attacking, and stop needs to be here, but it's a very bad risk reward percentage. All right, I will try a short here. And I will basically take a 50-50 to 55. I will attack, I will put my take profit here, 50%. And I'd be willing to risk $400. So it's basically a 50-50 trade. And I think the sell side looks more juicy here. Let's see what it gives us. Stalling, we have the macro is starting in a couple of minutes here. And in my opinion, we should see sell side at some point swept. People still looking to buy after these amazing 2 days post Trump's election. We have buy side on both sides, a buy side and sell side, however, so far. We will see. That's not exactly what I want to see. We would need to reject here quickly after taking the buy stops here, if I'm in fact right. Not good. That is not so good so far, but let's keep it cool. We took buy side out here, short-term buy side, it would need to reject here and drop lower now in my opinion. Otherwise we would have a market structure shift. I don't want to see this high taken out here at 1033. Let's see what we get. Let's see if I get what I want. Trade is all set. We have 1 more minute until the macro window starts. And I don't want to see this high being taken out. I mean, it could, but then I'm stopped out. And I think it should be enough to take out this high if it wants to run on sell side now. Traders want to be long. No, that doesn't look very good. Shit. What a pity. Looks like I'm getting fucked. That's why you shouldn't trade. Sell side taken here. Couldn't find weakness here. And we have a high here and a low here. Let's see. Would like to see it drop aggressively from here now. Filled in the void here. That's not what I want to see. Come on, drop. Very unfavorable conditions, as I said. Likely to take losses in these conditions. Still, I want to practice and show you some trades when I'm streaming, which might not be ideal in these conditions. So we should ideally drop aggressively now. Doesn't look like it at the very moment. What can you do? Nah, that doesn't look good. Nah. Looks like it wants to take this high here. Alright, that will be out pretty soon, I guess. Probably wants to run the highs first and then maybe later the lows. Let's see. We have the midpoint here again. We have the first presented fair value gap again here. So might revisit that level, take out the stops here, and then maybe break lower. But I will be stopped out at that point anyways. And there we go. Stopped. Loss here. 700 bucks so far. What can you do? Now it took the rejection block and now it probably runs lower. Fantastic. Maybe the stop was too tight again for the second time today. Just let's see what it does. I knew I should not be trading today. Just did it because I'm here on live stream. And I paid a price. Now it drops. Looks like the fuck again. I had my stop like a couple of handles too short, like stopped me out here for a shitty little thing, and now again. What a joke. What a fucking joke. What the heck? Just poor stop choice. Stop me out here. Where's the seller? And here. 2 times on the high and on the low. Let's see. Still think this is the draw, sell side here. 2,155 approximately is what I'm talking about. Oh, hello Abdul. Thanks. Missed you too, but yeah, I had a lot of things going on in my personal life. Yeah, let's leave it with this. Needed some time off, had things in my family, my personal life, and I was not feeling like I want to be streaming and doing trading. So, but I'm back now. Yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Just life. Just life. How have you been? What was going on in your life since I was away? Did you do trading? Did you have success? Did you improve? Were you able to improve yourself in your trading? Let me know how you are and how time has been. I will try to be back more regularly now. I will try to go back to daily streaming. If I'm able to. Oh, cool, that's amazing. Great to hear. That is amazing. Congrats. Another 10K account and first $1,500. Oh man, that's amazing. How did you make it? With what model did you use? You think it will be heaven? I think it's gonna be heaven from now because I have 15 10K funded, more tries to lose my... You have 15 10K funded? You have 15 10K accounts or what? Cool. Looking forward to the mangoes and cola next summer. Yeah, 1,500 is good. Since you told me with $200, $300, it's a monthly living. Show in 5-minute chart. You fool. 5-minute chart. Okay. Not sure what I should be seeing on the 5-minute chart. I'm still looking on the sell side liquidity here. That's what I'm targeting. I can see that on a 1-minute chart even better. That's the target here. And I will actually enter a trade now here. Inversion fair value gap. I'm selling, as you can see. The target will be here. Target will be here. It will be actually, let's be a little bit more brave here. Actually, I didn't want to. How can I fucking... Huh. Oh yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I wanted to do a partial close because I didn't want to sell 5 contracts, alright. Whatever. Stop loss. Oh, that's amazing. Just wanted to sell 1 contract. Entry was also not perfect, and actually wanted to get out because I Just wanted to sell one contract and not five. Whatever. Probably will be stopped out again. It's so choppy today. So, oh my god, it's so choppy today. Fuck that shit, really. Like, fuck this. Wanted to get out here. Very bad trade. Do not copy. Do not copy this trade. Will be a loss. The fuck was that? Oh, but my buying power is buying sales speak better English than you and I. I speak better English than you and I am mute. Okay, congrats Harry for speaking better English than me. Well done. Is choppy, didn't trade the last 10 days, slowed election volatility, didn't allow me to risk while we trade from Tuesday plus minus bank holiday. It's not about English, but it's about the skill. Yeah, it's alright, Abdul. Thanks. But so I will actually cancel the. This trade was actually not very skillful. Partial close. How much partial close do I want for? It's alright. Don't worry. Should have closed that one. Should have closed it immediately. This will be a stop out. Unnecessary stop out. Really unnecessary stop out. Should know better. Very bad entry. Seek and destroy. Every high, every low gets taken. Okay, again, do not copy this trade. I will lose on this trade. Just figuring out if I want to get out of this or if I just take the full hit. But just another stop run and relatively equal highs here. Disrespected every premium array so far. Yeah, there's no point of closing it now. That's very stupid loss, really. Very stupid to fuck up your equity on a day like this. Let's see if it gives me the opportunity to close. I will do so. Now partial close. All right. Another fuck up. Now you know when Pakistan are negative. It is in a decisive zone. It might make another all-time higher. Might be some more bearish retracement. I think we're going to see at some point today. I'm looking for 21155. That there is juicy liquidity here. That's what I'm looking for. It will get, I think I'm pretty sure that it will get to this point at some day today. The question is how often it will stop me out in the meantime if I try to trade it. So it's just stupid. Yeah, here we go. Stopped out, and it is what it is. And so my drawn liquidity is here at some point today. That's what I'm looking for. 21155. The question is how much it will chop around and annoy me on the way, and how much it will stop me out, or if it takes buy side liquidity first. Don't think we'll make a higher high today. As I already said, I think we'll stay in this daily range between high and low. And we're at the 50% level here. Here to here, 50%. We're exactly there. Yeah, my doll is the same, but no trades till Tuesday for me. Yeah, that's good. That's smart. I should also probably not trade till Tuesday. I'm just wrecking myself today. 3 losses in this shitty environment, and I knew better. I knew better. I explained it, and I'm still took a stupid trade here. I will one more try to sell a turtle soup here. You said, I haven't checked the calendar yet, you said Monday is a bank holiday in the US, Abdul? Probably Tuesday. On Monday I have appointments anyways. Oh, next Monday actually should be. Yeah, I think I'm pretty busy on Monday, so most likely Tuesday will be. But let's see. One 30, 31, 32. Let's extend this for value gap here. Yes, you're right. Risk less on B and C setups and more on A setups. And today is a D day. It's not even a C day. Today is just a D day. Best is to risk nothing on a day like this. We have equal highs here. Yeah, election week is dirty. Yesterday was nice. Yesterday was a good day. But today is really shitty, but that I expected that already. I knew it. I just didn't act accordingly. So let's see. We have relatively equal highs at here and a midpoint of the opening range gap. So this is a potential drawn liquidity. I traded a little bit privately, but not much. As I said, I had other things going on, so I didn't. I traded a little bit privately on my private account, but not on this account here, or not very much, but a little bit. But not this week. It's the first day this week. Oh, yesterday actually I traded as well. But I didn't feel I want to stream since I was not in a very good mood. So let me see here. There's a lot of liquidity here. Let's move the flag from here for now. Still this sell side at some point, I want to see that today, but right now I think this is the nearest liquidity here. All right, I think I'm not going to trade today anyways anymore. It's probably better to stay out. We have a fair value gap here. I think I will end the stream now, but I will, let's see if I will be back on Monday. I plan to be back on Monday, let's see. And if not, then Tuesday I will be trying to stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. Wish you all the best. Wish you a good evening. Watch the buy side here and watch the sell side here. and have a nice weekend wherever you are, and a good day, and see you next time. Bye bye.